Yes, I'm going to try it. It smells really good, I have to say. So I'm sure it's going to taste as good as it smells, as I always say. Really packed with flavour from the chorizo and the parma ham. And the meat is really tender as well. Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you're new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make my delicious Meat Feast burgers. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a really delicious burger recipe. So this recipe is really easy to do, and this is a great meal to have at this time of year. The sun has finally arrived, the sunshine is out, summer is finally here. It's still not that warm in the UK today, so I'm going to be cooking these in the oven. But if you are going out in the garden and you are sparking up the barbecue, then you can put these on the barbecue as well. We have tried and tested that method and it worked really well. So these are great burgers to put on the barbecue. So the first thing I've done is I've laid out all of my ingredients, and in this bowl here I have about 300 grams or about 350 grams of ground minced beef. The reason I've got 300 grams is because I'm only making this meal for 3 people and not 4. So if you wanted to make it for 4, you could have about 400 to 500 grams of minced beef. But I just want to say that you are adding extra meat to it, so it's probably better to have about 400 grams if you can get it from your supermarket or whatever shop you go to get your meat. So I've got 300 grams here, and then I've got about 60 grams of chorizo. I've removed the skin from the chorizo and then I've just simply chopped it into small pieces. And then I've got about 3 slices of parma ham. In the original recipe I said about 4, and in the original recipe for the chorizo I think I said about 80 grams. And then I've also grated 1 carrot as well. So I'm just going to pop that into my bowl like so. And then in this bowl here I have about 4 tablespoons of ground flaxseed. I did big heaped tablespoons as well. I said 4 to 8, so if you want to use more then you can. And also if you can't get ground flaxseed then you can use breadcrumbs. I just have a slight gluten intolerance, so I like to use seeds instead of breadcrumbs. I find that this is the best one. It's like breadcrumb sort of ish really. And then I've got about a teaspoon of onion granules as well there, and I'm just going to add that in. And then I'm going to add to that 2 tablespoons of tamari and 2 tablespoons of tomato puree as well. I'm just going to add those in. And then I'm going to add a lot of salt and pepper. So salt and pepper to your taste. If you don't like it then you don't have to add it, but I do recommend that you do try to season the meat. It does make it a lot tastier, I have to say. So I'm going to do about 3 of those as well. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and dampen my hands, and then I will make the burgers. So I have dampened my hands, and now what I'm going to do is I am going to scrunch all of these ingredients together until I form like a massive ball in the middle basically. So I'm just going to keep scrunching these ingredients like so until everything's well mixed in. So that I think is done now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and divide this into 3, and hopefully I will get it even. I think that's about right. And then I'm just going to form a burger with the meat. So what I've done is I've just flattened it in my hands, and then so it forms a burger shape. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it on the plate, and I'm going to put a little dimple in the middle, and that dimple will hopefully help it to stop rising in the oven, so you won't get a big ball of meat. You'll get a nice, hopefully nice flat burger. So I'm going to do the same with another piece of meat. So I just flatten it in between my hands, and then I just put it onto the plate and put a dimple in the middle. And that's it basically. I'm just going to form the last burger. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into the fridge now for the rest of the day, because when I preheat my oven, I like to put a baking tray into the oven, and then once the oven has preheated, you get a nice hot baking tray, and basically what I like to do is just put the burgers straight on, and hopefully that will help with the juices in the meat. It will bring the juices out because it's starting to cook immediately as soon as it's gone onto the baking tray, and that will make the meat really lovely and tender. So yes, as I said, I'm going to pop these into the fridge now for a good, I'd say 7 hours. You can do it for 2, or you can do it overnight as well, so you could make these burgers the night before and then just simply pop them in the fridge, and then you've got them ready when you want to eat them. So yes, as I said, I'm off to pop these into the fridge. It's almost dinner time. I've preheated the oven and I've put the burgers into the baking tray. I think you can hear that they're actually sizzling, so that's a good sign. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put these into the oven about 25 to 30 minutes, or until they go a lovely golden brown colour. The burgers are done. As you can see, they've turned a lovely golden brown colour and the juices are running clear, so I'm going to take these out of the oven and serve them up with the chips that are underneath, and then I will try it and let you know how it tastes. As promised, I'm going to try some of this burger now. This burger is nice with ketchup. My husband and son are going to have burger buns with this, but I'm just having it like this. As I said earlier, I'm a slightly gluten intolerant, so I can't really have the burger bun. So I normally just have mine just like that, and I find it perfect for me. So yes, I'm going to try it. It smells really good, I have to say. So I'm sure it's going to taste as good as it smells, as I always say. Really packed with flavour from the chorizo and the parma ham, and the meat is really tender as well. So yes, I'm really looking forward to having this for my dinner this evening. That's how you make my delicious meat feast burgers, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having these for our dinner this evening, and they smell and taste so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.